get those crazies out of the government. We need our Congress for everyone's benefit. The 1%, they just take what they like. We've got to show up and vote for our rights. So vote in November. Vote, a time to remember. Vote, don't be late. Vote, don't procrastinate. It's our country, our democracy. We can't afford
Right.
mediocrity.
Okay. Oh, man. Fucking flash.
If we do nothing, our hope floats away.
Get my shit together. You know John's shit.
Get up,
I'm always
off of
playing
that
catch up, baby.
thing.
Technology, don't you just love it? It's what brings us together, though, so I'm pretty thankful for it. Anyway, baby,
And
I
vote
hope you're enjoying your weekend. I really do.
in November.
I hope you had a moment to sit back in the sun, look at the trees, let the sun shine in a little bit, especially if you already voted, baby. Take that deep breath in and relax. We need to enjoy this weekend, baby. All of us. Take a little time to breathe a little fresh air this evening. And let's hope beyond hope that it lasts a long time, baby. Because we're in for a ride. How are y'all doing, baby? It is indeed Sunday, man. It's the last weekend before the election. Tuesday's coming up, baby. If you ain't already voted, make a plan for Tuesday. That's the big message. And it's the same message we've been using all along, baby. Your voice, your vote, it's what matters. So if you haven't done it yet, get ready for Tuesday. Pack a lunch or take a water. They won't give you any anyway. Richard Phillips was the first one to jump in, so howdy doing? Amanda Elliott, Bart Larson, Nancy Halverson is here. Dwayne Twizzle is with us. Bruce Preston is here. Charles Stokel all the way from Bensalem, Pennsylvania. We appreciate it, brother. Boy, we're keeping our eye there. Jeff Curry's here, and of course that smart-ass squaw is amongst our midst again. Hi, Martha. Anyway, let me see. Jeanette Miller is here. BW is with us. Donald Ware, Jeff Curry. I think Jeff been here twice. Brandon Johnson, thank you for being here. Gene Prim. Mark Perkins, glad you're there, brother, always. Blue Music 0034 from Ohio, baby. I like it. Blue Music, baby. Outstanding. Anyway, welcome to the family. We're glad to have you. Royal Blue is in the family. We're loving the blue, baby. We're loving the blue. Thank you for being here, Michael Falbister. Thank you. Let me see. Jump on down here. Jose Marquez, thank you for being here. Let me see. I got to jump down here. We're going to lose. BW's here. Deborah Douglas. Hit the button, John. Jesus, it's just one button. Just Coggins is here. Anyway, I hope y'all are having an enjoyable weekend. And we've done our work as much as we can. Voting day is Tuesday. If we haven't already voted yet, you got to make that plan to be there on Tuesday, baby. If it involves a line, I'm sorry that you have to suffer through that. There's ways we could change that shit. But it's the way the game is going to be played in a lot of states, in a lot of areas. So make your plan if you haven't voted, because we need every vote we can get, baby. Every one of them. Why? Well, I don't, because we need to be involved in this democratic system of ours. Because if we don't participate, we don't win. If we don't win, we don't get our way. That's the way it is in this country. That's the way it is normally. But hold on to your britches, baby, because after Tuesday is when the game is going to change, and we all know it. We all know it. We can't point out which one of them. You can start with Carrie Lake over there. If she does not win, baby, she's going to scream. She's going to holler. We're all going to hear it on the news, baby. Maybe Donnie's going to call in on election night and declare that he's going to run for president. Steal the headlines, baby. Can't let all this other bullshit. He's going to start gathering that army of voices that scream and holler that they were cheated and this, that, and the other. So it's going to be a storm, baby, coming. But as we've said before, you don't run from a storm, baby. You batten down the hatches. You turn your bow into it. You face the storm because you can't outrun one, baby. At a certain point, you got to become the storm. Isn't that what Zen tells us? You got to become the storm. Well, baby, we are. We have to become the storm. But I do have confidence. I feel better. And thank goodness, because there's somebody that always throws John, because John stays in the freaking news all the time. And if you listen to the news right now, oh my God, gloom and doom, the Republicans are coming up from behind. They're going to take everything in there and sit. We're all over with. I don't think so, baby. I think there's an underlying vote right now. More than 55% of the people that have already voted are Democrat or are Democrats. More than 55% of the vote has been women. Baby, I don't think that bodes well for the Republican Party. I might be wrong, but I don't think so, baby. I don't think so. I think the determination of people that are concerned about this democracy, about their rights, they're hitting the ballot box, baby. And I have a feeling that all this gloom and doom that we see on TV isn't necessarily what's really there. That's there to sell the news, baby, to pump you up. Maybe, tune in because breaking news, oh my God, the earth just shattered, and, stay tuned for further developments. Right now, this commercial, it's that kind of shit. They're just going to try to sell you whatever product they're trying to sell. But there are voices out there, and thank goodness I took the time today. And thank you to Bernadette Pree, who sent it to me. Michael Moore's Blue Tsunami, I think it was bulletin number 36. And it was talking about the underlying current of this election. And it inspired me. He's predicting that we are going to win, that the vote is going to go our way, that we will pick up seats in the House and the Senate. Baby, I need that. It's what I believe, but I need somebody else to hear it. Because I find it very difficult to sit here and think, oh, well, we're going to throw it all to the freaking wolves because, who gives a shit? I don't think so, baby. I think there's a lot of people in this country that give a shit. Anyway, now I'm just starting to ramble on. So, see if we can get David in here to rescue my ass. What are you doing, David?
I'm doing good, John. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Putting on the pom-poms, baby. Let's cheerlead this shit right into Tuesday.
Well, 2.5 days.
Ah, thank you. Appreciate it.
It feels...
Oh, look there.
Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I was just talking to my stagehand who just popped in the door.
Oh, I'm on Discord, so I can't see him.
Oh, that's all right. So what's going on? What were you saying?
2.5, 3 days, and we'll know.
Oh, man. I know
I think I'm anticipating this more than Christmas this year.
It's nerve-wracking. I have confidence. I really do. Because I
will admit, I've done something in the past 2 days.
What?
Not watching any mainstream news.
Oh, man, I wish
I'm listening to a few of my peoples. I'm listening to you, of course. But I'm avoiding, like, CNN and MSNBC for a while.
They'll piss you off.
Doom and gloom. That's all they've got. And it's just, I'm not going to do it.
It is almost like they're pitching a product. I do believe that we are going to retain the Senate. Just what is that? What that guy say on TV? It's the quality of the candidate. It's like
I think we're going to gain a couple of seats in the Senate.
We're going to be live here on Tuesday night, so we can all watch. All eyes are going to be on Pennsylvania and Georgia, the big hitters that everybody's going to be watching.
I think we're going to gain some governorships too.
I think, yeah. And I hope Texas is one of them. My God, I hope Texas is one
I
of them.
can't call Texas.
Oh,
Texas
it's
is so
close,
hard to
baby.
call anymore.
It is close, but again, that underlying vote of people that are motivated this time for a lot of different reasons. Hi, Carolyn
I
and
don't know.
John. Huh? Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was
I don't know
just
if you've
screaming
heard of the
hello.
town, but there's this little town in southern Texas called Robstown.
Oh, I heard of that place.
And actually, Trump was they're desperate enough down there. Trump actually went down there
I
to
heard
try to
that.
rally people up. I'm
Heard
hoping
the
that
air
shows
really got
desperation.
bad, and
Oh yeah, I heard there was this orange cloud.
yeah, it was
There's
pretty
a little
nasty.
tiny blue dot in the middle too, for some reason.
Yeah, there was one right
Well,
in the
he's
middle of
not
the
that
damn
small, I
place.
guess.
I went into his territory. Drove around. I didn't go into the thing, but I did get into the parking lot. And
Now,
then I
here's
stepped
the
out to
frightening
do a
thing
few
I'm
things. Had a few
It
choice
feels like
words
going
to
into
make.
enemy territory, doesn't it?
It does.
It feels like you're going into enemy
It does,
territory.
but I don't. I'm not afraid. I would walk in that shirt I have on. I think, and it's my favorite shirt to wear whenever I get around Trumpers. The one that says, "All gave some gave all. One had bone spurs." Challenge me on that shirt, motherfucker. I'm ready for that debate for anybody that challenges me on it, and it gives me a sense of, I don't know, pride or whatever bravado kind of shit you pull out of your ass. I don't have a problem walking around. What are you going to do? Swing on an old man? Go ahead. Go ahead. You're going to know you're in the fight. You're probably going to win, but you're going to know you're in a fight. I'm going to take your fucking ear or something with me. I want your DNA right.
I tell you honestly, the right does not know how to debate anymore. They don't
No.
honestly debate.
It's not about debate, David. It's about waving the flag and having an eagle fly by. I want this to be over for the mere fact I want my TV to have something on between the news cycles or between whatever the fuck it is I'm watching. That it doesn't involve somebody screaming that somebody else is a dirtbag. And it's I'm done. I'm tired of it. I want this vote to happen, but if I think for 1 minute that this is all going to be roses and birds chirping all the time, no. We are fixing, I believe, to slide into a time of pretty much turmoil, baby. There's going to be areas of our country that people aren't going to be happy with the vote they hear. And let's hope it's...
Well, they've already promised that. I mean,
Yes.
we know this going in. We really should be more ready for it because they've already said what they're going to do. They broadcast
If
this.
I win,
We are going to throw fit.
If I win, I will accept it. What? Tell me that democracy. And there, that word right there. Let me put this out, and I know I don't have to preach to the choir here, everybody listening, but in case well, there are some. I know there's some. I'm getting tired of hearing this shit. Well, John, this isn't a democracy. It's a republic. Go look up the fucking word democracy, and without democracy, you don't have a fucking republic. I don't know what these people want. Republic of Texas, Republic of Pennsylvania, Republic of Iowa, or what the fuck? We're the United States of America. Huh?
This is the effect of people like Dennis Prager, Ben Shapiro,
Yes.
and Kirk, what was the pumpkin-headed guy. Because they're out there spreading the idea now that a republic is not democracy, and democracy is bad. And I've actually heard them say this now. They're not even hiding it.
Yes, they're turning democracy. I don't know. It's a slow shift, baby. That they're trying to convince a certain amount of our population that democracy is not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Everybody gets to vote and that shit. You don't want that. It's the quality of the vote. The Republicans have been pushing that line for a while now. It's not the quantity of the vote it's the quality of the vote. No, I don't think so, baby. I don't see quality of vote in our Constitution.
I think they literally want to go back to the only white male landowners get to vote.
They would be happy with that shit. Tell me they wouldn't. Tell me
I
they
think
wouldn't.
they would in a second.
They would. But damn, David, we're the only ones, baby. We're the wall. We're the only ones that keeps democracy alive. Is the populace that votes, that keeps it alive.
You know what encourages me though?
What?
The numbers are on our side. The majority of people agree with us. We are literally a fairly significant majority struggling against a minority that wants to hold power over us, and that will not. They won't be able to do it forever.
No. But I was talking today about every time I turn on the news, I'm just keep hearing it's the economy, and it is, man. Everybody's concerned about how much we're paying for shit. But
But guess
I
who's not
look
good
at
for the
that.
economy?
I
And
look at
guess
it
who's
as
not good for the economy?
no.
And who we have proof is not good for the economy. The people they want to put in power. The right is not good for the economy.
This is the way I look at
Period.
it, David. This is the way I see it. We always said that I can't remember who said it right now, but somebody said, and maybe it was, never mind, I better not call it because I don't know. When fascism comes to America, it will be wrapped in a flag carrying a Bible. That's when fascism will come to America.
And it has.
And it has. And over the last, especially the last 6 years of my life, which I have poured into this show, every fucking breath, every heartbeat I have had in the last 6 years has something to do with this show, this voice, this movement, this Blue Dot family. Excuse me. Excuse me while I die.
Better than in. I'll jabber for a little bit while you get your breath back. It's really honestly, I never thought as many people would embrace it as embraced it, but I still am generally positive because so many people now recognize it. Yeah, they had to be beat over the head with a big giant orange stick, but we're getting to the point now that we're almost a universally calling it fascism. Even their side has started calling it, though they call it Christian nationalism and
They have a lot of different.
They're starting to admit to it.
But and the way I look at it is it can be delivered a lot of different ways, but it's when corporations run their government. Your ass
Sure, when they
take over, when
they write the laws, their lobbyists take it to Congress, and Congress passes those laws written by them. Yeah, that's
it.
corporate fascism.
That's it. Now you look at what happened, and I like to point this out under the last administration, because I like to point to the EPA, because whether you know it or not,
they trashed it.
And I am from an oil and gas state. If you're from an oil and gas state, you know that EPA regulations control a whole lot of the oil field, baby. A lot of the oil fields. So if you could get rid of regulations, if you can get rid of those rules and regulations, streamline the operation, oil companies aren't paying that much. They're saving big bucks because they don't have rules and regulations to tend to. And it plays into part of why they're hitting record profits, baby. They're hitting because there's less overhead. They don't have those rules because Scott Pruitt made damn sure he got rid of a lot of them. Now, anybody with a half a brain in their heads will know that oil companies have a tendency to lean to the Republican side because, go figure, they don't like rules and regulations against the oil company, and the left does. But the oil company, it's disgusting the amount of money that we put into our political system nowadays and how much we waste. But the oil and gas, big corporations, and by the way, their record profits for corporations this year is up higher than it has been in the last 70 years. There's big money to be made. If you can control the vote by controlling the prices, baby, you can control the fucking election.
Well, then no one starts to investigate you for price gouging. No one starts to investigate you for the deaths that happened.
Well, if you get the right party in, you don't have to worry about that.
BP, when they open up a hole in the Gulf of Mexico and pollute the whole coastline of the Gulf of Mexico, they don't have to answer for that under the Republicans.
No, it's going to be one of them. Oh, shit, look what happened. We'll clean it up. Don't
Sincere
worry.
apologies.
Go back to your business. Anyway, I don't want to be rude.
Thoughts and prayers.
Let's let Aussie Dave come in the room. Aussie, how are you doing, my friend? How are the things down under? Tell me they're wonderful. Rainbows, birds, kangaroos, koala. Pretty koala sitting in the tree, Dave. Come on. Make my
Wallabies
day.
and kookaburras.
Come on, Dave ain't talking to us because Dave got his mic muted there. All right.
I shouldn't have made fun of Australia. Dave. I apologize for the wallabies and kookaburras.
Uh-oh.
Sorry about that. You can come talk, please.
No, we're gonna bug him until he does. Get your ass up here, Dave. We need you.
We need the voice
we
from
need
down
that
under.
Voice of down under. Dave, are you there? He's there, but he's still muted. Oh, he must be having trouble with Discord.
That's unsurprising.
We'll just keep cycling there. We might be having some. Dave, is that you, Dave?
Dave's not here.
Dave's not here, man.
I'm here.
Dave's not here,
Can
man.
you hear me?
I'm sorry, man. Dave's not
You
here.
can
Dude.
hear me, can you?
We can hear you now.
How are you doing, my
A
friend?
mongrel. Useless. This friggin' Discord. I turned it on this morning, and you know what? Next to your names, everyone else's name just got the colours where they're offline or online, green, yellow, or black.
Right.
And you've got, and in the live show, you got the hands up signal, and you got the mute signal. They're all gone. I haven't got them on my phone.
No shit.
It's all I've got is the names of the people. I've got the names of the people in the audience with their logo, but nothing else. I've got the names of the people on live, but nothing else. But I got no hand mute signals, nothing. None of those indications of where to press. So I'm guessing where it is. But that's my problem. That's obviously a glitch in my area. But the thing is, I want to say justice delayed is justice denied.
It is.
Trump is getting another person involved in this case, and the DOJ is bending over backwards to accommodate him, and the January 6th trial is saying we'll give him another week, and everyone's pleading to this guy and bending over this guy. He's a fucking criminal, you know, and everyone's
From your
just
mouth to
bending over.
God's ear. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows he's a dirtbag criminal. They don't care though.
Graham.
They're good with that. I swear.
Lindsey Graham.
The
The problem with Social Security is Social Security costs us 75% of our budget. Fucking bullshit. They fucking walk and
if they keep their fucking hands out of it, there'd be enough. Social Security wouldn't have a problem. Congress keeps dipping into it like it's some kind of slush fund. You know,
yeah, but the military budget blows it away.
The military budget, because, John. You know, how many people in this country?
Give me a fucking break.
Lies.
Well, just fucking lies.
There's a lot of that shit, bub. Ain't it sad?
Then you got Dr. Oz. How's the great Dr. Oz? Oh, well, I've been involved in cases where you got
who was it? Obama said he was a snake oil salesman.
I enjoyed the fact that Oprah endorsed Fetterman over Oz now.
But let me get this out of here. Let me get this out.
What?
I don't want. I've been involved in discussion with in the room with the patients and our doctors, and I don't want the government involved in that. And in the next sentence, he says, "But you know, I want the patient involved, or the doctor involved,
local and county
the local
officials.
government." Yes, local county officials.
Local politicians.
What's he saying? That it's just all hypocritical.
To me, it manifests in my mind as some poor woman having to sit on a table, put her legs up in the stirrups. The doctor turns over his shoulder and says, "Come here, Mayor. What do you think?" You know, what the fuck?
Well, almost that way.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. But I think that is part of the the discussion on TV about Roe v. Wade, about the Dobbs decision has died down. It is not the first thing on the news right now. Right now, it's all boo, boo, boo. The Republicans are coming up, and we're all going to hell in a handbasket. But that November that we joke, I think it's there, baby. I think it has, and it's manifested itself. Over 55, I can't remember, it's 56.
Don't say that, John. Please don't say it. Don't say it. I'm sick of hearing people say the blue's going to win. There's going to be a blue wave, because what happens is it incites empathy. The people will stay home that won't vote. You know, if there's someone out there saying
we need every
we're going to win, it's going to be a blue wave. It's going to encourage people to stay home.
What I'm saying is, Dave, I don't want to listen to all the pukes on TV that right now are telling me that the Republicans are going to pull it out of their ass and take the House and the Senate, and there we go to hell in a handbasket.
It's going to be a tight fight.
It's going to be a tough fight. That's why we need every vote. And we've been pulling these pom-poms out for a while, telling you if you have not already voted, make that plan. And that's the deal here, baby. This is not just a show where we all just get together and blow smoke up each other's ass. We have to be involved in this shit. You know?
The people you're fighting against, this is an interview from a show called The Great Liars. Interview a MAGA guy at Jones, at your town there, Robstown. Interview was, the guy that fell down the stairs or tripped on the stairs on the Air Force One, that wasn't Donald Trump. That was Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey actually runs the double for Donald Trump. That's why there's sometimes silly things happen that Jim Carrey does. He's in a mask. This is what they believe. They were serious
Isn't
on
it
their
sad?
face. They
Isn't
weren't
it
kidding
sad
around.
that there's a certain part of our population that are so ignorant that they will fall for that shit? You know, and
Yeah,
nowadays, Dave, think about it. With the what they call them, deep fakes. You know, people are very talented with manipulating video and audio. They can damn near make a video of anybody doing anything they want. And unless
well,
you know
Mr.
what you're
Jim
looking at, you would look
Blystone,
at it and go, well, look at there. There's the fucking tape. But no, you can't.
Mr. Jim Blystone, who's running for governor of Ohio, he thinks the Earth is flat and it's only 6,000 years old. This is Jim Blystone. He was
Yes,
interviewed.
yeah.
I think the Earth is flat and it's probably around about 6,000 years old, not 45 billion years old or whatever it was.
Now, don't you think,
That's
Ozzy,
who's
deep
running.
down in his fucking heart, he knows that's bullshit. He knows it's bullshit, but he
But
sells
they
it.
want the crazies.
He sells
They want
it.
the crazies.
Well, you know, there's a
The
market for
crazies
it.
in America, numbers. Yes, yes.
There is a market for
there's a
stupid.
market for
Yes.
stupid.
Yeah. And we see a display of it every day. Sometimes you don't have to look far. It's out your fucking window. You know, it's...
You see the Oath Keepers guy in court. He stood up in court. He's defending himself. He says he believes the elections were not rigged, but they're unconstitutional. He wouldn't say rigged or
that guy,
stolen.
that
But he
guy
said,
is a Harvard... is it Harvard or Yale? Maybe Yale.
He's
law
one of
school.
those. It's education.
Yeah, he's a lawyer. He graduated pretty high in his class. He's not ignorant. He knows you got to market. That's what he does. He's
You know what
more
he
a
said?
businessman than he knows what he's doing different than Trump. He's selling patriotism, which if you think is not hard to do. Wave a flag.
He established the Oath Keepers. The judge says, why did you establish Oath Keepers? Well, I seen the police were doing a useless job. So I got some members together and we formed the Oath Keepers and we started going out helping the police. Then we went out to the Black Lives Matter protest and we impressed the police so much they asked us to help. What a lot of bullshit.
It is a load of
The
bullshit.
police asked Oath Keepers for help.
And that's what they sell
And
on
they
the
do-
evening news or at their rallies or something. I don't know. I get some bullshit on TikTok every
people
once in a while.
believe
I
it.
always tell them, buddy, go on about your business. You're late for your QAnon meeting. You know, because that's where they get their shit. If you're not interested enough in this society to learn the issues before you fucking vote on them, if you don't take the time to at least have an open mind. Tell me anybody in their right freaking mind thinks Herschel Walker would make a great senator. Nobody. Nobody does. Nobody on the Republican side, nobody on our side. We make fun of it, but they're going to vote for him because they don't give a shit. He's a vote. That's all they need. He doesn't have to think about it. He'll be told what to do. Same way as, and I caveat that all the time as saying, as my own Congressman Michael Cloud does every fucking day, sit in his office when he's told to vote, he votes. If they don't tell him to vote yes, it's an automatic no. It's like, boom, that's the baseline. If I'm not told to vote yes on something, I just vote no on fucking everything. You know, worthless
You're saying,
piece of
David?
shit.
I was saying it also shows the cynicism of the Republicans and the right. They're running Herschel
Yes.
Walker, blatantly
Yes.
unqualified to be a senator, and they think that people are going to vote for him just they'll get the black vote just because he's black. It's a very cynical move.
It's
It
blatant.
is. A
It's blatant.
football player is an expert politician. He knows everything about economics. He knows how to look up. What a lot of... I mean, this is stupid, as we said, voting for stupid. And it's also going to give you a gauge how many stupid people there are in America or how your education system has been going. Because I blame your education system for this. You don't teach a lot of history, nor do we in Australia. We used to. It was a regular lesson, and it was an important lesson in history. But it fell on the wayside, like art and sport. No, sport's big in America. You can become a doctor under being a sportsman. But seriously, it's just bad education, I think.
Yeah.
That's what it is, bad education. They're not stupid idiot people. They've got stupid ideas.
Thank goodness it's not the majority of our population.
Well, that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah,
I'm seriously
I'm
hoping
a
it's
firm
more-
believer in that. We make a lot of fun, but it's not the majority of our population. Just like these
I think it's
hardcore
about
Trumpers, if you get
10%.
down to brass tacks, you're looking at about, I don't know, I give them at the best 26, 27% of our population are
generous.
hardcore Trumpers. I think a lot of them would just go by the wayside once he's indicted and proven guilty and all that shit. A lot of them
You're
would
generous,
It's,
John.
it's less than that.
Yeah, I am
Yeah.
being
It's only
generous. I'm saying on the
since-
high side. I don't
since only
think
about-
there's that many of them left.
Since only about 20% of the population identify even as Republican, and not 100% of them are Trumpers, it's closer to 10, maybe 9%.
Yeah, I'd say you're right. 10 to 12%. Yeah.
Well, yeah, more and more
Max.
every year, more people identify as independent. They don't want to
Yeah,
declare a party. They'd rather stay in the middle and vote, that way. I don't know. Maybe that way they're not hounded on either side by, hey, you haven't donated yet. Pitch in. I'm tired of my phone going off. I want all that
Like
shit
you
stopped.
said, John, the squeaker's
I
wheel is heard.
Yeah.
Didn't you say the squeaker's wheel is heard? And that 10% is very loud.
Yes. Yes, they are. Squeaky wheel gets, yes. Yes, if it's only 10%, but they're screaming every day and it's the only thing you see on the news, you go, holy shit, look
Please
at
let
that.
me see publicly funded elections in my lifetime. That would
Well,
eliminate all of that.
Yes.
Therein lies
Yes, David.
the bare bone basics of what our problem is, and that is Citizens United and the amount
Money.
of dark money that has entered our politics. You think your vote counts every season? I think less and less because there is huge ass money thrown at this. As a matter of fact, yeah, I keep thinking to myself the amount of money, just the amount of money that has been spent on political ads and how many trees, I don't know, they've chopped down for all the mail you get in your bullshit. It's sickening that we devote a large, that's a lot, we could do a lot of things with that kind of
It
money.
is a lot of money. I mean, this.
And most of it's
we used to
dark
say
money.
back
You
in
don't know where it's coming from. Do
We used
me
to
a
say
favor.
back in the 70s, I remember as a
Buy me
kid,
11,780
wow,
votes.
all that money spent on elections, all that money, what could that do? And now you're talking $1 billion to become president. Just from start to
Yeah.
become president with advertising,
And
it's
that's
going
the
to cost you
standard
$1 billion.
now. That's the standard. You ain't got that. What the fuck? You're not really in the game.
That's the problem.
That is a problem.
Take the money out of it, you'll get honest people. You get honest people, take the money out of it.
Hello,
Why you
Joe.
got so much money there? The greed and the corruption is so deep. It's going to take you decades to clean your government out, to have a clean government.
I do have a plan for that,
Hi,
now,
Joe.
Dave. I do have a plan.
Was it a big bomb?
No, I'm going to win the lotto. It went up to
Yeah, that's a good
1.9
idea.
billion. Nobody won the last time. Money's still there. Joe Garcia.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. Joe Garcia, how are you doing?
I'm doing real good, John.
I'm glad to hear that, brother.
Despite the fact that I was called a beaner.
You were called a beaner.
I was called a beaner. and
No
I said,
shit.
Well, give me some
Who the
cheese.
fuck nowadays are you shitting me? Come
What's
on,
a
man.
beaner?
Where were you?
Well, pass
Where were you?
the cheese.
Where were you?
I was on Facebook.
Oh, man. Well,
What's a beaner?
All I did was just I just said ha ha ha, and they called me a beaner.
well,
People still use that term, and God,
What
They-
is
they
it?
use-
of course
it's
they're
his
on
name.
Facebook.
It's his
They don't-
name.
The
That's
thing
what it
is,
is.
they don't have anything else.
No.
And that's
No.
the only thing they think that. And I just told them pass the cheese.
That's the cheese,
Okay,
man.
so it's a racist slur then, is it?
It seems to be.
Yeah, it's an old racist term for
Yeah.
Mexicans.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm up to date now.
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Oh, yeah.
derogatory term used by racist assholes.
Well, if you go on Twitter, you'll see the N-word used many a time now. It's
it's up
okay on Twitter.
500%, they said.
Well, I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I use the N word all the time. I'll never vote Republican.
Never, 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 never.
And that's right.
That's
I
the
use that
N-word for you, never.
Proper use of the
Never.
N-word.
I swear every time I think it in my head of what Donnie Boy said the other day on his, I don't know what rally he was at just the other day, standing up there talking about he's very, 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 very probably going to run. It was
Yeah.
4 of them. It was very, 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 very probably I'm going to run.
You'll be
Really?
very happy.
Yeah, you're going to be very happy. You're going to be the happiest people ever. Now, I heard this
Yeah,
one
I
old
have-
boy.
I have
I
to
heard this
run.
one old boy
I
talk.
have to run, John.
You got to run?
That's what he's been saying. No.
Oh,
I'm saying is what Trump's saying is I have to run, otherwise I'll be in jail.
Okay.
That's what he's saying.
I was listening to a panel talk the other day, and the more they talked, the more I kept thinking, this one old boy especially, I can't remember his name, I'm sorry. Anyway, is putting forth the idea, what's going to happen? What is going to happen? Well, it's Tuesday, baby. It's going to be the election. It's going to be on the news. Everybody in the world's going to be watching. And this old boy, and I wish I could remember who he said that he thought that was going to be the time that Donald Trump is going to call into Fox News and declare his president, that he declared that he is going to run for president. Okay. That he is going to say he is going to run for president because, hey, man, you're going to snatch the news the news cycle. Everybody's watching the news. We're watching the election returns. Oh, shit, Trump's going to run. Oh, he declared. Look at that. That's big news. Holy shit. There you go.
John?
Yeah.
I don't know if that would be the case now. I don't know if Donald Trump announcing he would run would really be a big enough story to bump off this election. He'd try maybe, but I think he'd be disappointed this time. I think a lot of the news stations will go, so what? Including Fox. Because Fox has so much invested in these midterm elections and candidates they've been trying to push.
Yeah, Fox has been backing away from it.
I don't think they'd back off of pushing that night over news about
But if
Trump.
he was live, he could snatch it. But wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. The discussion went on in this place out. There is a big difference between saying on network news, on TV live, I'm going to run for president. It's another thing to go down there and register that paperwork that you are a candidate.
Yeah, announcing it, it's not.
Right, announcing it isn't.
I could announce it.
Yeah, I could. I'm running for president. Hey, I'm running for fucking president now. You know, we can say it all day long, but until you go register, until it's down on paper, no. Yeah, you're not really a candidate, but you can grift the shit out of it. Now, whether he
he can still fundraise.
Yes, he could just fundraise the shit out of it, and he would.
Well, he's got $100 million, and he's already got $100 million that he won't spend any money on the other candidates. Remember, he's got all that PAC money he raised, and the Republicans are saying, "Please, we need some money."
Yeah,
no,
get your own. That's what he's saying. I got mine. Because, you know, that's the story of his life as being a grifter. That's what he's done all his life. He screwed people over his whole life to build the wealth that he does have, whatever that is.
And until he's registered, when he's registered, he has to show the paperwork, doesn't he? How much you get.
Yeah,
as soon as he registers, right. Before then, it's really vague.
Yeah. Until then, it's all dark money floating around going, hey, what's up?
It's like how his defense fund for himself has never gone to defending him. It's gone to maintaining his lifestyle.
You know he
could never win that.
But see, the deal is, even if he were to declare, I think after the election, we're going to start seeing more activity from the Department of Justice. We're going to see more activity coming out of Fulton County, Georgia. We're going to see different things happening that are going to be not so good for Donnie. And somewhere in there better be a fucking indictment for him. Where we're just going through the motions of history that are going to make us look like laughing stocks.
Yes, exactly.
Later
You have got your first man above the law. It'll be your first man above the law.
It will be the first time that we have to admit as a country that if we cannot hold him accountable, then yes, there are people above the law. And oh, by the way, I understand they're in negotiations, and he's been given extra time by the DOJ, which I don't know fucking why, to turn over any more. Yeah, to more documents. Are you shitting me? We're going through this whole dog and pony show again. You told us twice. Oh, we ain't got none. You know, bullshit.
That's what I said.
We all fucking know you do. DOJ knows a whole lot more than we do. And we all know. So what the fuck? You know,
you can thank Clarence Thomas for that.
Yeah. I'm worried about that.
That's a big problem, that boy. That boy is a big problem.
He is a big problem, but I am standing by my prediction that the three bozos that he did put on the court are not about to risk their whole fucking career, their legacy in life, starting out defending a bozo, even though they got him on the court. At some point, they don't want to tie their ass and their reputation to Donald Trump. They got
Always
bigger
remember,
fish to fry on the conservative side.
all of these judges that were appointed under Trump, not the Supreme Court, but other federal judges, are all McConnell judges. Are all
That's
the
right.
society that they're the foundation that
Donnie,
he pushes.
Donnie
They're not
appointed them.
Trump judges.
No, they're
They're-
right out of the Federalist Society. They're
Yeah,
very
exactly.
conservative. That's what the whole thing with Mitch McConnell, the name of his book is The Long Game, baby. It's not today. Because they knew it when Obama came in the door. They were going to try to withhold every judgeship they could. Because it's the law, baby. If you control the judges, you can control the law. And they know that. And that's what they've been doing. That's how come the Republicans held up fucking not only the Supreme Court justice in the last years of Obama, but even lower court judges. It was either their way or they were going to hold it up in committee or some shit. Until Donnie Boy got in, and then boy, howdy shit, he loves to brag. He put like 300-something judges on the court. But again, just like you said, they're not Trump judges, they're conservative judges. Some of them are. That lady down in Florida that bailed his ass out of this shit down there was definitely a Trumper. Of course, she's also probably...
I haven't done her any favours. You were talking about Cannon.
Yeah,
Judge
Cannon, yes. Yes.
Hasn't done her any favours.
God,
She's now,
man.
her name's Mud.
She's
Yeah.
a pretty
Her name
good
is Mud.
example.
Yes,
why
she's been
other-
made a fool of on the world stage, in local politics, on talk shows and shit. Her decisions have been faulty. Aren't you a judge? But then I remember
Her
that
career
old
might be
joke.
over,
You know,
too.
you know what you call the lowest one on the graduating class in law school? Your Honor. Most attorneys, if they graduate at the top of their class, are going to work for some great big corporation that's just going to suck their ass up. And if you're down there at the bottom, you got to, I don't know, you're either on TV selling, call the 4s or the 7s, you're going to get a lawyer, whatever you do. You know, those guys, or you're a judge. Let's hope some of them are in there for other reasons.
Have all you guys seen the latest Midas video? It's on the chat there. Someone's posted a couple of times.
No,
It's a great video, the Midas video. It shows, it's about 8 minutes long, and the whole 8 minutes is just taken up with Republican sex offenders and offences that are
there's a
in
list.
government or running.
Every time somebody says
Yeah,
that, the
they've
name
written a whole
Shorty
lot.
comes up in my mind. I can't remember his whole name right now because my Rolodex is all screwed up. He's from Oklahoma. He was a politician, big into Christian, all that stuff, and he was caught in a motel with a young boy. Boy, howdy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are
Well,
all
look what the
still
Pope did
perverted.
the other day. He's out there trying to tell priests to take the porn off their phone. Take the porn off. Quit the porn. Get off Pornhub. Can't do that.
What put that in his
Really?
head?
You got to tell
What
him?
put that in his head?
I don't know.
Well, what
but
made him think they got porn?
evidently, it's a thing. I don't know. Isn't that
Maybe
pitiful?
he knows of some. Maybe he knows of someone looking around their phones and that, and they're saying, "Quick, clean all your phones," like the Secret Service did with their phones.
Yeah. Well, who knows? I don't know. It just shows a
Which
problem
that didn't
with it.
work, did it? They got
you know.
those. They got those
And
messages,
it's
didn't
not
they?
the
in the
religion
end?
I oppose. It's those that take advantage of what religion does, what religion is supposed to be. Like the T-shirt that I wear, if your religion is more about me than it is about you, I don't think you're doing it right. Because it should be within one's own heart, those decisions. I always say, I'm not, y'all know me, I've said it 100 million times, I'm an atheist, but I like to think I've lived my life that if I stand in front of the pearly gates, the worst he can hit me with is blasphemy. Oh, look at there. Yeah, blasphemy. Yeah, but look at all, I'm a nice guy. Well, but look at this Christian guy over there, went to church, everything, but he's porking somebody's wife, every time he turns, there's I don't know, I think there's a scale there, They tell
If
you
Ted
there
Bundy
is
ends
anyway.
up in heaven,
I don't
because
know.
James Dobson did the last-minute conversion with him before he was put to death, and I get set out because I don't believe the certain rules, I would rather not be in that heaven.
Well, apparently
I
you
may
can
be
get to
wrong.
heaven.
Knock yourself out.
I may
You
be
can
wrong.
get into heaven as long as you ask for forgiveness for your sins, and if you're forgiven, you get into heaven.
Hey, the Catholics do
so
one
it's up
step
to
better.
For me,
You can actually buy forgiveness in advance for sins you haven't committed yet. plenary indulgence.
I look at the forgiveness of what we call sins, past transgressions in our life. Are you saying a prayer and asking for forgiveness? Does it take those words, or is it in your mind that you look at something, and remember, God can read your mind. It is something that you will play in your head, and every time you do, you regret that. It's that human feeling of regret, that we did something that we knew in our heart. Why did I do that? Why was I involved in that kind of shit? Why did I get that smeared on me? And for all of us through life, we have been in situations, I think, like that, and you try to sweep it away, you put it away, nobody knows about that shit. You've tried to live the best life you possibly can, but you can always look back. And for me, I'm up front, baby. I'll tell you right when it is. Reform school, fuck you. That's what it was in there. It was not a nice place. If you got in a fight, you better fucking make the other guy bleed. Bleed. You didn't give a fuck which way you did it. But there's times in my life I look back and I think, I didn't have to do that, but I did. So that's maybe a way of your asking for forgiveness. That's maybe what if the higher power, whatever it is going to look into your heart, because that's what they say they're going to do anyway. And I got an idea. Let's get off this religious discussion because...
Well, I want to talk about Obama. I loved his speech in Pittsburgh. I watched it, and I watched it half time again. I got caught up with something, but what a great speaker. What a great message he put across. And I would listen to that guy if he was talking about worms. It just doesn't matter. He's a great wordsmith.
He's a very good orator.
He had a heckler there, John.
Huh?
He had a heckler there he had a heckler in the audience.
Oh.
There was one of those big, fat, goody-looking guys.
I don't think that scares him. Not a bit.
And he put this guy with a red hat on, and he said something, and it was on. And Obama was, like you say, was forgiveful. No, leave him alone. Let him go. Let him go. And because he wouldn't have go, Obama said to him, wanted to have a chat with him and sort of probably set him straight. The guy didn't want to talk. He just wanted to go on. And Obama said to him in the end, well, he can have his own podcast if he wants to say something. And he brushed his hand like, shut him up, get him out, sort of shit. But he was really out for aggro. And there was a whole pile of oath keepers outside, waiting for people to come outside.
Yeah.
They are intimidating Obama's rallies.
The American
or
Taliban. That's who the Oath Keepers are.
Brown shirts.
That's who they are. That's the brown shirts of Hitler Germany. That's who they've made themselves into. They can fly the flag and claim an eagle. It's just shit. I don't care what they do. They sell a patriotic bullshit line. It's the same kind of bullshit line Trump sold. Look at me, I'm hugging the flag over here. Let's all put our hands over. Let's do a QAnon thing here. As long as we gather around the fireplace, it's all fucking smoke and mirrors. Anybody that took the fucking oath knows in their heart what it means. You can pervert it any way you want, but to those of us that took it and still hold it deep in our hearts, fuck you. Fuck the Oath Keepers. Fuck the Proud Boys.
But see, this is the other side of the
3%.
coin. When they're trapped and they're caught and they've got no answer, they come back as, well, maybe the oath needs to be changed. Or maybe the Constitution needs to be changed.
They're all up for that
Why?
changing the Constitution thing. I'm telling you,
Are
they're
they?
not much into this They're not into the democracy thing. They keep reminding me it's a republic, John. Yeah? Only if you can keep it. Isn't that what Ben Franklin said? It's a republic as long as you can keep it.
And he also said a weak Congress cannot save democracy.
What do they call China? The Republic of China, right? Republic of China, isn't it?
Yes, they do.
They do. Yeah. There's a difference between a republic and a democracy. A democratic republic or an authoritarian regime that's in charge. Take your pick. To me, it's a choice between sitting around drinking vodka and calling each other comrade while we wave the flag. Hey, we'll sing songs, Oh, baby, bless your heart.
Yeah, Leanne.
I needed that. Did it come up? It's not coming up. My thing is broken. I swear.
No, it's not.
I got a freaking
There's
hammer.
No
Stupid thing.
There's no bunga bunga.
No, there should be a bunga bunga coming up there. I'll give it another minute. Come on, baby. Don't do this. Right before the show, I was ready to take a hammer to the freaking thing.
But also
I had to
some of
restart.
the Trump MAGA nuts they interviewed said that Kennedy is still not dead, and he was going to present
He
himself in
ain't dead.
2023.
Which Kennedy
No,
are you
he's
talking
going to
about?
be the
Junior?
one. I don't know.
Junior? Ain't no,
He's going to run in
maybe
2024
he's dead, maybe
with
he's
Trump.
not. Can you prove he's dead?
No,
Well, there you go.
that's the problem. They
Let
don't
me-
ask that question. Have you seen him?
Let
Have
me-
you seen him?
Yeah,
No.
have you seen him? You talked, they showed on the news stations. Hey, let me thank Leanne Geyer, who came in with a $50 donation. Darling, bless your heart. Thank you so much. It says, hello, John. Appreciate you so much. Keep doing what you do. Democracy is number one. Leanne, baby, I needed those words, too. Thank you so much, baby. Thank you so much.
John, is it Leanne or Leanna?
Leanna,
It is Leanna.
thanks for
isn't it?
pointing out my ignorance. I appreciate that.
No, I thought it was Leanne as well. Till I had a look there and I seen the A at the end. I thought,
Leanna
ah,
Geyer. Yes, she's donated before. She's such a kind heart. She
yeah,
does.
she's a kind of person.
I caveat that. Y'all know me. I appreciate every donation that we get. Well, don't ever hurt yourself. Don't ever put yourself in a position that you're trying to donate something to me that you can't afford. But I appreciate every one that we get. And anyway,
Leanna just typed out in the chat there, just a little thing to show how much blue dots are and lots of
I
hearts.
love her. Ain't she great? Sweetheart.
So, David, how are you feeling with your health? Your health's going good?
Mostly, no great complaints. I got my flu shot. I still have to get my next COVID booster along with some tests done, but I don't like going to the hospital. You get sick of the hospital.
There you go.
Well, the
Stay
last
away
couple
from them
times you're on
places,
the
man.
show,
I'm telling you, that's
You were a bit seedy last time you were on this, couple of times you've been on the show. You were a bit unwell.
We were in the transition between seasons, and it just murders my sinuses. Now that we're cooled off and we've got a few showers going, the air quality is so much better, and it's just generally nicer for me here. I'm a fall guy. Fall's my season. Winter, I do really good too.
Yeah.
Spring, I'm okay.
what are you
Summer,
guys
not
talking
so
about?
hot.
Winter, fall. It's cold shit.
That's right.
I like the cold.
That's cold shit.
I like the.
I
Me
like
too.
warm.
I love the cold. It's just the summertime sucks.
Oh, I got to watch it, Joe. I had plans come. I don't know. Mama took my temperature right before it came on the show. I'm like 100 and something fucking degrees right now.
Wait, now?
I'm on fire. Yes, right now.
You got a fever?
I've got a little bit of a fever going on. And, yeah.
Well, that's a high number, 100. So
Yeah. Fuck it.
A little what is it? Cinnamon tea.
Cinnamon tea. Yeah,
And,
that's a ticket with a shot of
Cinnamon
vodka.
tea with a little splash of brandy.
There you go.
And if that don't cure you, at least you'll have a
That's
hangover.
what my
later.
doctor told me. Take 2 aspirin a day and a shot of whiskey.
There you go.
I'm about 6 months ahead on the whiskey, and I don't know, 3 or 4 months behind on the aspirin. I'll catch up. That's a joke.
I think most of us drink coffee, do we? Or a lot of it. I don't know. I drink about 10 or 12 cups of coffee a day. I don't know how many you
Same
drink.
here,
Well,
Dave.
I drink a pot,
Yeah.
a 12-cup pot every day, alone.
I can't drink.
So,
I can't drink coffee. It keeps me awake.
blasphemy. Blasphemy. Can't
I
drink
drink
coffee.
milk.
They
Really?
say
I drink milk.
some people say coffee's good for you. Some people say it's bad. Some people
didn't say it was good
tea's
for
good
you.
for you. But I think scientifically,
There's
medically,
a man that knows what he's talking about. A shot of bourbon and a squeeze of lemon.
There you go.
that's if
Bill
you drink.
joints.
What if you don't drink? What if you don't drink?
Well, a little squeeze ain't
then-
gonna hurt you.
They have
If
other
you don't
cocktails
drink-
that you could make that doesn't
Yeah.
involve alcohol if you don't drink.
Dave, if you don't drink, you can come over to my side. I just discovered a really nice indica called Fatso that's wonderful.
Oh, here we go with the bragging shit again. There we go. Fucking show just went out
Yes,
the
you
window.
got me, mate.
We'll get Australia legal. I think we got some
bragging
good growing
about all the
out
good
there in the
stuff.
territories.
Oh, mate, Australia can make a fortune. They've got so much land at the back in the outback, they could grow millions of miles, square miles of the stuff. And
And you
Yeah.
guys could control the Asian market on that if you wanted to.
True. But you can't beat the
Pot's on the
Asians in
ballot in
equality.
what? 5 states this time? Recreational
Yeah.
marijuana is on the ballot in 5 states this time.
And
Anybody
for the
want to
first-
place bets on it? On it's approved in every one of them?
Oh, I am. Well, there's one of them that's fairly red state.
Yeah. Which one?
Isn't that
You-
Ohio
you
that it's up
watch.
in?
You watch,
Ohio's
baby.
one of the ones that's up in.
I don't know if that red and white stuff, red and
God, I
blue
might be
stuff
wrong.
works on an issue like that, because I know plenty of
Oh, no, look
of
what Michigan did
Republicans
with
that
it.
participate
What?
in
Michigan
herbal
got
delight.
everyone excited enough to flip their entire Congress
What?
over legalize marijuana.
Yes. Yeah, well, Beto O'Rourke already put that out one time in one of his speeches, that if he was he elected governor here, he would put recreational marijuana on the ballot down here in Texas to try to get it legalized.
Well, the
which
states
I
that
think
have
will happen.
legalized it are seeing the benefits. The states that have legalized it are seeing the
They're
benefits.
rolling in
one,
the freaking profits
less,
from their taxes.
but less spending money on policing it. They're not bothered with
They
little
have better
guys
police
with a bat in
departments.
their
They have
pocket.
better parks. They got money, because one of the
Yes.
things is it's cash. It's cash, baby. You can't go to a pot store and pull out your credit card. No. We can go to the ATM, get you some money, and come back over here. That's the way I understand it happens. That's how they pay their taxes. That's how come they got big old guarded freaking Fort Knox type things trying to hold all their cash until Congress decides to take it off Schedule 1 list so it can be traded. Then yeah, it's all in the cash business. And what city, state government doesn't like to get cash?
Cash.
What can you do with all that cash?
All that dark money.
Well, it goes
I'm
where
just
we know where
saying.
it goes. It doesn't go into helping the people. It doesn't go into beautifying the suburbs. It doesn't go into
Well-
modifying all the
Well, a lot of it does. A lot of it does,
Bill.
Bill. Dave. A lot of it does. In Colorado, I've seen some of the stories and stuff out of there that communities have used, funds from the taxing of that to increase situations for their constituents.
That's what they should have, John.
They
should
They
have
better
at
do
the front of
something with it.
every
That's a lot of money.
every construction being done by the government. They should have a billboard at the front saying the funds from this are coming from, and list it off if it's coming from fines or whatever.
Have a
So
sign
the
out there.
people
Thanks for
know
getting high. Your dope dollars paid for this. Whatever.
whatever it takes. But at least we know. At least we know where the money's coming from to pay for, or at least we know that money they collect, that $50 billion they pulled in that drug heist from the Cubans on the cross the border thing. Where'd that money go? All that cash.
Well,
we want to know that's gone into building.
I look at the
Doing something.
whole issue, especially nowadays with the knowledge that we have, and yes, cannabis is used in several medicines. There is a medicinal value for it. It is now a medical product. It is also recreational, just like alcohol is, and all sorts of other stuff.
And there's industrial
But-
use for it.
Huh?
There's industrial
Yes,
use
there
for
is.
it.
There is
Cannabis
hemp.
oil is
Are you
cheap
shitting
to
me?
make.
We could do away with cotton, which is
And
one of the
fiber.
biggest
Exactly.
users of chemicals to produce a
Yes.
product that we need to make clothes out of. If we could do it out of hemp, we wouldn't have to use all the fucking chemicals that we use on cotton.
And hemp grows in a drier climate than cotton, which
And
we're
guess-
going to have a really
yeah.
drier climate.
The benefits far outweigh. It's not the evil weed that they professed back in the 50s and the
You can get
60s.
hemp.
Yeah, no.
Hemp rope,
One
of the
hemp
truly
canvas.
One of
It
the
is
truly beautiful
more
right
nowadays
now-
used as a political tool. There are still a large demographic of our country that thinks, well, that evil pot, that's what does it. It's a marijuana. It just ruined the whole society. No, I would argue that alcohol did that long before pot came along.
That was Reaganomics that started that.
Oh, it's the war on drugs, baby.
Yep.
And as I always say, if there's a war on drugs going on, how come they're all around? Son of a bitch. We got a war on drugs, man. How come they're all around us? They're everywhere. You can't get any kind. You can get anything you want. Anyway, tell me there's a war on drugs going on. Speed is a drag. It's a big, big drag. Set your mind on fire, make your organs sag. Coke is a joke, whether take a toke them broken and choking with your brain cells smoking. Tripping on acid makes you flaccid. TNT too rich for me. Heroin, aquarium, a nice pine box of berry, and marijuana makes me want to eat candy and screw Madonna with her hair bleached fiber oxide.
Ooh,
of
John is a
bronze and
rapper.
nitric oxide. That's what it is.
Let me tell you, a lot of drugs come into this country, allowed to come into the country, and where the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security, they know it's coming in, but the person selling it in is more important to them as an informant of information. They allow it to happen. There's those sorts of dark deals that do go on.
I don't
You
want to.
can't have a war on drugs. You can't have a war. If you have
No.
a war,
No.
someone's making money out of it.
Well, you're not gonna
Someone is
stop
making
anything
money.
coming across that border. Are you shitting me? They build
No,
tunnels.
never,
You
ever,
build a wall.
ever,
We
ever.
build tunnels, or a ladder, or most of it is brought in across the border on airplanes and shipments, just every day, traffic across the border. They use submarines to bring it in. Are you shitting me? You just can't keep it out. What you should do is
You've got
manage
as
the
much
fucking
chance-
thing, which is what they've done in
Yes,
other
you've got as
countries.
much chance
Yeah, they don't
as
make it a
walking
criminal
as killing
offense.
flies.
They don't put your ass in jail because it's a cycle. You get arrested as a user, and there you go. Now you got a criminal record. Well, that's going to affect a lot of shit up and down your life for the rest of your life because now you have a criminal record. And it's destroyed
Sure.
so many families over the years, and it's and now we're coming to a realization that there are we're worried about the fentanyl right now. I don't think they're making fentanyl in this country. It's coming in from someplace else. And it is something we need to be concerned about. We should be concerned about all of them. But you're not going to stop it. You're going to have to treat it until you can get fewer and fewer people that are willing to experiment with dangerous drugs. I don't know. I haven't tasted them all. I don't know what fentanyl is. I have a limited knowledge of some drugs through my life, but I
fentanyl
don't
was
like
used in
needles,
Halloween.
so all that kind of shit's out the
There was
fucking
no
window.
gun.
Huh?
There was no fentanyl in Halloween like the Republicans are saying. Oh, the coloured Halloween lollies. It's going to be laced with fentanyl.
I don't want to
Halloween
underrate
lolly.
it, but I do. Especially around Halloween, it's a scary story that we should all be concerned about where your kids get the candy. We want to look at it. Nobody wants their kid.
Of course.
Sonia, see, no, I don't
It's
know
easy.
Bernadette tonight. I looked for her, but nope, she's not there. So I don't know what happened to Bernie, but we hope she's okay.
No, she's not around.
Yeah, she's not around tonight. I hope
But-
all is well at her house.
The problem is, yes, you're right. With Halloween, you only need one nut job to poison a pile of candy, and he's had his thrill. And a lot of kids
But that
die.
one will hit the news around the world.
Of course it will.
Yes.
Of course it will.
It will be the biggest lead story on everything.
I'm amazed it's not happened yet. I'm amazed it just hasn't happened yet. That a lunatic hasn't
I
done
really
that.
think that they do overemphasize that threat. Again, it sells news. It pumps the news up. It's what we're going through right now with every poll that, look, the polls have the Republicans up. The polls say the Democrats are coming back, but not quick enough because, oh, look at this poll over here. It's a way to sell their fucking news, and it just becomes a marketable item that we're all treated to, and they like, the way they sell the news is boo. Not
They've
with,
been selling fear of
look at the
Halloween
Buffy.
candy for 5 decades, all my life.
Yeah.
Went from razor blades and apples to the color fentanyl.
Yep.
It's all bullshit.
Yep.
And I'll tell you
yeah.
what, they do it for one. You watch the news. Any week now, they're going to start talking about the war on Christmas. I predict November 14th.
The war on what?
War on Christmas. That'll be
War
the
on.
next one.
Oh yes, it's
They will
coming.
drop
It's
candy,
coming.
fentanyl, and war
They're,
on Christmas. will be
them
here.
libtards, they're barely letting you go with the Thanksgiving thing because they like turkey. But you wait, just wait. Yes, it's gonna be them libtards. They don't believe in that.
You're not
Yes.
smart enough to realize when I wish you happy holidays, that I'm wishing you happy holy days, which is what holiday stands for.
Yeah. Holy days.
Idiots.
I'm an atheist. I love Christmas. I love
I
the
do too.
spirit that it brings. You know,
Yes.
who doesn't love it? It's something we should all, you know. Do I believe in the miraculous birth part? Not really, but yeah.
It's a nice story with some
It is a
interesting
wonderful
questions
story.
in it. That if you
I
just
like the
Do
pretty
you believe in
lights.
Santa Claus? Well, hell yes, I do.
I like the Santa Claus story too.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
I like
Santa,
that story. Good story.
Santa Claus, the guy with the hair on his jaws, man.
Yeah, man. He's got the big sack of toys.
He got all the stuff.
All the stuff, dude.
You know what,
Somebody's
I'll
been
admit this,
remembering
I like
Cheech and
Jake
Chong, huh?
Oh man, I would freak out
Oh,
on
you
Cheech
should.
and Chong.
I was raised on that shit. I had the albums long before I had the movie, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
freely
man,
admit
see,
I like
I knew this was
Nog,
going to
and I
happen.
like
Goddamn, why is going to piss off on me? He's shitting me.
The
Technology.
Cheek and Chon, I think encouraged that movie Dumber and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber, whatever
Yeah.
it was.
Oh, we
Yeah.
are.
That was.
We haven't seen entertainment
a
like the
player.
entertainment we're fixing to see in the coming weeks. Stay tuned.
Oh,
Coming to a neighborhood near you. Coming to your local TV. It will be a shit show. Stay tuned. I want to thank Pat Hunter, who just came in with a $2 donation and said, "Happy holidays." Thank you, Pat. Happy holidays back to you. And Death Valley Tiger subscribed, so we want to thank him for that too. Thank you very much, Death Valley. Anyway.
All the Christmas decorations must be going up by now.
Oh man, are you shitting
I'm
me?
starting.
It's beginning to look a lot like. Oh, yeah, it's around the corner. Are you
man,
shitting
I
me?
got a.
I want
Oh,
Thanksgiving first though, because I kind of look forward to the whole turkey thing. But
Well, I remember the last show after Thanksgiving, you were sick. I mean, you were bloated. You were so full. Because
yeah, I was.
think
I
it's going-
fully intend to do the same damn thing this year. I don't. You know, I participate fully in the grand tradition of let's stuff our pie hole, and by the
Oh,
way,
yeah.
save room for the pie. So yeah.
Um,
Yes, as a
I'm
matter of fact,
cracking-
that's one of the things I'm looking forward to is pie, because Thanksgiving starts that time of year where Mama goes, well, maybe I'll make a pie. Good idea. It's
Mama's gonna make
Oh,
me a
boy.
pecan pie.
pecan pie.
That's right.
I'm gonna get a. It's called, my favorite is called a lemon ice box pie. The crust is made out of graham crackers, ground up, mixed with butter, form the crust, and then it is 2 cans of Eagle brand milk with lemon juice, heavy on the lemon, and put that in there and bake that for a little while, and then take it out and then put whipped cream on the top of it, and there you go. You can put
A
sprinkles.
little whipped cream, maybe a little more whipped cream.
Little bit of whipped cream. Little bit.
We don't have Thanksgiving over here.
Huh? Oh,
We
look
don't
at her.
have
Pat Hunter
Thanksgiving
came back in. Oh, no, wait. Let me catch up. Mark Perkins came in with a $4 donation. Mark Perkins, thank you very much, brother. I seen you a minute ago. I'm a-looking. And Pat Hunter came back with another $2 and said, Happy Rovember. Oh, baby.
Oh, man. Oh,
Oh, baby, from your mouth. We're going to be live. We're going to be live here on Tuesday night. Yeah, going to have all the charts behind us and the zoomies over here and all that. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to be live here as a family because we will be able to have the returns. I'm thinking.
I just hope there's no violence on Tuesday. In
Oh,
America.
Lord, I
just
hope, you know-
pray to God you have no violence.
We don't need that shit. You know, it's something we all need to be concerned about. It's in the back of everybody's
Yes.
head. You know, when we hear news stories about American Taliban hanging around ballot drop-off boxes, you know, the guys with the mask, the scarf over their face, and the
do
flak
it,
jacket there, because, you know, the enemy's coming over the hill any minute. They're going to start shooting at you. It's a fucking dog and pony show. But that,
I got a question, John.
what?
How do you feel whenever you see someone walking around in public with a weapon strapped to their
I
side?
want to slap
Do
him.
you? And I have
I
a
want to slap him.
very heightened sense of alert. In other words, I really focus on them.
He's the guy I'm worried about. He's the
Yeah.
guy I'm worried about. Because it's that guy that keeps stimulating this thought in everybody else's head that, oh my God, I better get a gun. You know, that
I
guy-
do not feel
that guy-
safe whenever I see, unless the guy's wearing a badge. You know, if he's wearing a badge, I feel a little safer.
I
But
have to.
if
I
he's
have to
walking
really-
around,
I really have to work hard. I really do, to not say something when I see a guy with a gun strapped on. I really do. I just want to start making fun. Really? Yeah. Are you ready?
I feel like
And-
saying you got a small dick, mate. You got a little
Something could
dick.
happen any
Oh,
minute,
man.
any second now. You might need that gun right here, standing in. I don't know.
I
Gas
seen a guy
station or
today. We were at
wherever the fuck you're at.
we were at my favorite restaurant, Golden Corral. This guy's about 6'3", about 300 pounds, and he's strapped. And I tell my wife,
Texas, baby.
that guy right there, he's got small balls.
Small balls.
Because
Yeah, little dick.
that size of a guy is afraid of
Yeah.
everything around him. I'm 5'2".
Gotta be.
Yeah, I'm 5'2", but I am like a.
Yeah, but I've seen your ass. I don't want to fuck with you. I've seen what that
I
5'2" looks like.
I'm like a rabid animal there when I get round up. I just don't
I
have no
prefer
fear.
not to be physical anymore because I do. I sometimes speak about it because it played a big part of how I am, what kind of person I am. Reform school. Boy, it taught me how fucking cruel people can be. You want to know what assholes are like, how fucking mean people can be? I've seen that shit up close and fucking personal. And you either
No love whatsoever.
no, baby, none.
Yeah.
It take pure enjoyment of watching you suffer, and
Mhm.
and it gives you empathy for life itself, but at the same time you're put in positions to where, hey, fish or cut bait. Either you're gonna fucking do something to defend yourself or to protect yourself. And it isn't going to be fucking pretty, and who gives a fuck? That's that attitude. I don't like that part of me. I don't want to get
No.
in a fight because
No.
I'm going to take your fucking eyeball out. I'm going to fucking rip your ear out. I'm going to rip your cheeks open. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to hurt somebody, and then I'm going to regret that for the rest of my fucking life, and I don't want that.
And that's
I'm
what
too
put you.
fucking old. For one
That's
thing.
what put you in reform school. What put you in reform school?
No, that's
is
what
you
I
were being
learned in
bullied.
reform school, and those are all things
Yeah,
I
but-
fucking saw.
But you were being bullied. That's how you got in there, right?
Yeah, I got in there for being stupid.
Stupid.
I got in there for being dumb. And a lot of
Well-
kids, when they're young and stupid, you do stupid shit.
Yeah, I was, as you're growing
I came
up,
in
and
there,
I'm sure
joined the military, and for the next 26 years, hey, I'm good to go, baby.
you're good to go.
I did 10 and then 16, so fuck. I'm good.
Well, I've done 42, going on 43 years in reform, but that's because I got married.
It's right now. We're all in that time of life where we want to at least try to enjoy. I'm not looking for a fight with anybody. I
Oh,
don't,
no,
I,
no.
I don't
No.
want a physical
We're in
altercation
time of
with
life where we're
anybody.
trying to. We want to have joy and
Nowadays, I
happiness
rely
and-
more
and
on the
that.
fact that I have a video camera, 16 of them around my property. I rely, it gives me such peace because everybody around here knows there's 16 cameras around John's house. So every time you're on camera, every time you come by my house, every time you drive by, you don't do nothing.
This Joe Rogan guy, John.
Huh?
John, this Joe Rogan guy, he's just come up with a headline. Joe Rogan apologised, admits he was wrong. On his podcast of the day, he was indicating that your best choice is Republican. He had a guest on it. I don't know who it was. I'd only seen another show that was talking about what happened, but he was playing up to his guest, and it seemed like he was supporting Republican. But he's not a Republican. He doesn't support Republican. He doesn't like Trump. And now he's had to come out and say, no, he was wrong. Because he can affect the vote badly. Stupid people like that for money and for ratings. They don't think what they say. Right. It's like CNN and NSBC. They don't report the news like it really is, like we see in the Midas Touch, word for word what actually happened. They soften it. they soften it, and it's not right, and it doesn't have that truthful impact. It loses something. It makes the Democrats sound like they're just whining when they've got a genuine reason to be upset. You know, media, it's so unregulated. It's so unregulated. I mean, I don't think it should be politically motivated, but the thing is that you can say what you want, and that's the only country can do that. This freedom of speech crap, it's just taken to its nth degree. It comes with responsibilities, and
You would
you just
think.
can't say what you want to say.
But
But
that's
they
the
allow
part of
it.
it that is lost, Dave. Is the fact that
And that should be censored.
there are repercussions to your voice. There are, you know, nowadays you can hide behind a moniker, make up some bullshit name, and get on fucking and say anything you want. The fact that they do just shows the direction some of them are willing to go in, and it's scary,
Yes.
and at the same time it's very. It's a sad statement.
damaging.
Yes, it is. Yes. Let me send out a couple more thank yous again to Leanna Geyer, who came in with another $10. Said, "Love democracy in our country, baby." Thank you so much. And Maria Bentoncourt came in with a $5 donation. Maria, thank you very much, baby. Yes, I'm you know, if nothing else, you know, man, y'all got to remember that I really do. I look back. This is 6 years of my life that I have invested in this, my voice, trying to, and we have built a hell of a family, a hell of a family. Well, that's enough of that shit, because all of a sudden I stopped at a thought and forgot where I was going with it. So yeah, I'm sure it was sweet and it was heartfelt and all that good stuff, you know. What can you say?
Hey, you got me
All I can
thinking.
say is,
though.
America,
Huh?
don't listen to the news, America. You got to vote.
You gotta
don't
vote,
think
baby.
someone else is going to vote for you.
No.
Please don't think someone's going to do it for you.
No, no.
Please don't think
Listen,
the
Oh, look at there,
you've
BW
won.
friend.
You
Listen
haven't
to your
won yet.
conscience.
Remember the credits.
listen to your conscience. Go out and vote.
Oh, baby, it's all about your voice. And your vote is your voice. If you don't vote, it's like you're silencing yourself. You just had a thought. That's all. You had a thought. But you didn't have a voice. When you go into that voting booth, that's your voice, baby. This is our democracy, where we stand up and say, this is what I think I want in a government. And that's our side still believes in that democracy, that fact that we all still have a vote, and that the majority rules. And that's the way our society has been guided for the last 246 years. We've done this right. All of a sudden now, we can't do it? No. We can do it. And we are doing it. But
And we will do it.
We will do it. We are doing it. But is this year going to be any different than last? No, I think it's going to be worse. There are going to be more voices screaming that, hey, I lost too. I was cheated. If I don't win, it wasn't no good. It's sad to see that enter our body politic, just because of the mere fact that it's the basis of our whole democracy, is that you accept defeat when it happens. You accept the will of the people that that represent us. It's our voice that does that. And if you take that away, then democracy goes away. It'll just fade away. They vote in Russia. They vote all the time. Does it matter? Fuck no. Drink your vodka, buddy. Comrade.
That's what the Republicans want here.
It's what they want.
Yeah.
They
You can
trust
vote,
us.
but it don't
Trust us.
matter.
They've already trying to make legislation that says that we don't have to count your vote. The local legislation can determine, well, look at there, we don't think that this is right, so we're gonna send our own electors. It's what happened this time.
Even though that the winning person might have 80% of the vote, this one person can say, nah, he doesn't win.
Mm-mm.
Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're saying, John?
I'm sorry. Say
And
that
that's
again. I was
any
reading.
state. If someone wins in this particular state that's got the screwed up electoral bloody guy. He could win and have 80% of the vote, and he could still be denied his seat.
Hey, obviously, Dave, if the guy got 80% of the vote, there is something wrong. Nobody gets 80% of the vote. We have to investigate this shit. Obviously, the Democrats cheated, and we'll prove it later.
Yeah, that's the angle.
That's what, let me send out a couple more. Thank you. Let me get you.
Some states are going to turn blue. I do know that from the news. I do believe that there's going to be a state that will turn blue or two.
I'm hoping, baby. I'm really looking forward to that, to Tuesday night. Let me send out another thank you, and I love you, baby, but please be careful. We know the rules here. Leanne Gar came back with another $20. Thank you so much, babe, and said 6 years. Very appreciated. Darling.
Oh.
Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it tremendously. And Smarty Bob came in with a $20 donation and said, here is for some Carter Hall and Velvet for Johnny's Cobb. Thank you, Smarty Bob. That was not easy to say. You did that on purpose just so I'd screw that all up.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, I'm battling, I don't know what it is, a cold or something maybe. I
Next
got
person,
my flu
please
shot,
donate.
Huh?
Give John a tongue twister. The next person donates, I want them to ask. I want a tongue twister. Put a tongue twister in there for Johnny. Let's upset him.
already did that.
Get him back.
Speed is dragons, big dragons, it's mine on fire,
Actually,
I can do it faster.
I'm going to hit my.
It depends on what the words are.
I'm going to hit my like button right now.
I can do it.
I'm going to hit my like button right now.
The words that you do. 407 years ago, our forefathers brought forth upon this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether this nation or any nation so conceived and dedicated can long endure. We're on that precipice right now. We're on that spot that Lincoln was talking about. Those words from years and years out of our history still challenge us today. Benjamin Franklin, a republic if you can hold it. We have been guided by great words throughout our whole fucking history. We have to hold true to those. We've been guided. We've been taught. We're not stupid. I love this family.
We've got 88 thumbs up, John. We've just
Hey,
jumped from 81
like,
to
share,
88.
and subscribe.
Can we get a 100 thumbs up, guys? Can we get a 100 thumbs up? I know we can get another 10, 11. It'd be nice.
Let me send out a couple more thank yous to they're raising their thumb right there. Maria Betancourt came in with a $5 donation and said, red states have new election laws that election officials can change the vote outcome. That's what we're talking about, baby. If we allow that to stand, then our democracy goes out the window. It will just become as it is, show and tell. Hey, who do you want to vote for? Hey, I want to vote for this guy. Sure, go ahead. Oh, you lost. Sorry about that. Move along. And David Billings came in with a $10 donation and said, "Oh, see, I slit a sheet I slit upon it slitted."
Thanks, David.
David Billings came in with a $10 donation. We appreciate it very much, and said, "I slit a sheet I slit upon a." I want to say the word shit. It just almost came out. Anyway, thank you, David Billings and Leanne Gar. Please be careful, baby. Came back with another $10 and said, "Thank you, John, Leanna. Thank you. Thank you to all of you who donate to this show. We do not have a goal. We don't ask for it. We appreciate every donation. I appreciate every name on that freaking list. Because if they weren't there, there's a few bills I'm not paying, baby. You know, there's things that's not going to happen. And the first thing that's going to go is going to be this is my lifeline, baby. We live out here in the middle of nowhere. My neighbors don't like me. I'm not having a chat out there with the fence with anybody. This is my fence, baby. This is my chat with you. This is my lifeline to fucking sanity. It became my passion when this country elected a fucking moron. And I was getting too old to shut my mouth anymore. I thought, fuck it, if I'm going to say it now. And I think a lot of you have felt the same way. You know, that was a line, you crossed the line with that guy. You allowed that piece of shit in my house, you crossed the fucking line. So we have to say something, we have to stand up. And when I did, I was so thankful to find people who felt like me.
The same.
Yeah, who felt the same. Because, you know, we did. We lost everybody. There's no family left. There's no friends left here. There's nobody left. If you're driving in front of my house, I'm looking at you suspicious, baby. You know, that's why I have 16 cameras. There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. Unfortunately, sometimes in our society, we carry our shit to a degree that is just disgusting.
You didn't bring this upon yourself, John. It's been brought upon
America. In front of my house.
This has been brought upon America.
I do not have signs in front of my house that says vote this way, that way, or anyway.
No.
If you drive by my house, and you could drive down the street and find signs, but they're not in front of my house.
And I don't have.
But I've had my donkey terrorized to the point to where she's just shivering. If you've never held a donkey who is fucking shivering,
but you know, it may get worse before it gets better, John. But it's going to get better. I don't think Americans want to be like
deep faith
like
that
Russia
it's going to get
China.
better, baby. And that's what we're working for. That's what everybody's here for. That's why everybody's here listening to this. So it's because that we all want to make it better. I want to make it better. I'm old. My kids are still, well, they're sort of in middle age now. But none of us, really, when we get to a certain point of our life, ever do this for ourselves. We're not going to reap the benefits of it. We realize at a certain point that if we don't fight for those coming behind us, our own family and friends, fuck. Republicans are talking about Social Security. Really? No shit? Take that away? Drink your vodka, comrade. That's what I hear. So yeah, we should use our voice as much as we can, but your voice has never been louder than when you walk in that voting booth. That's when your voice is screaming. And enough of us have to scream. And Leanne Kyer, I swear, darling, if you were here, I'd hug the shit out of you. Thank you, but please be careful. Came back in with another $10 and said I would never donate to take food out of my horse's mouth. Oh, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Because I'm buying hay and oats with part of that, so let that be known. I'm glad you used the plural, horses. I'm trying, I think I saw a goat. There used to be this place where there was a horse and a goat. People very seldom came around. I think the horse died. Anyway, that goat, I haven't seen it in a long time. All of a sudden, I think I saw a goat way down the road, outside of the fence. I don't know if it's that same one, but I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find out if we have a loose goat just running around down here, and if it is, it would be that one from the murder house.
Do you know? Do you know
from the murder house.
To someone, John?
Isn't that lovely to have a murder house on your street? What?
Does it have a identification? Do you, I mean, these goats.
I know what the goat looks like,
pet.
but I think it's the same goat I saw for years. But that's down there at the house where they had the murder, and the people don't. The house is empty. It's been empty now for a long time, and you know.
Can you engage with it and get it into your property?
If I can get close to him, I think I've spotted him twice. But by the time I drove up there real slow, he's gone. So John's standing out there in the road for a little while. I don't know. How do you call it?
Oh, you're going to put your head down.
Yeah.
You're going to put your head
down.
Put
my head down. I'll
yeah.
try that.
You're going to challenge. You're going to challenge the goat to a
I keep thinking he'd know me because
I
stopped and fed the goat 100 fucking times. When them people before the murder didn't take care of the goat and the horse anyway. So me and several other neighbors down the street before all this shit used to feed them, throw hay over the fence.
Is
You know,
Is it being fed? Does it look fat? Is it skinny? Is it underfed?
nobody's
Undernourished,
feeding
you
him
know?
at that house. I don't know, Dave. I'm trying to locate him. I've done it twice. I've sat down there trying to find
Please
him.
try and catch him.
Oh, I
mean, that's
am.
very
I am
important.
because really, you know, since our goat was killed, Jenny would probably love to have another friend. You know, John, as a
And
matter of
male or
fact, I've told my
female?
wife, who?
The goat, male or female?
Oh, I think it's a male. If I remember
Okay,
correctly,
because I was
I
going to say you
think
get
it's a
goat's milk. You can get goat's milk for the kittens, for the cats. You can give them goat's milk.
male. Yeah, I got no shortage of them around here, Dave. I'm telling you. I
John,
got
do
6.
you know
Every
any-
time I walk out, you see me do a video in the shop, you bet your ass there's 6 kittens at John's feet down there. And they all follow me right out there. They don't know.
But you love it. You love it.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. But
Hey,
that's
John.
6 more cats. Jesus.
John.
Huh?
Do you know anybody who does hay baling?
I don't know anybody that bales hay, no. I know where I buy
Okay.
my hay. I went to
I-
look
I
for hay
got-
over at Mathis the other day because I wanted to go see you, and I had to get hay, and the hay is in the opposite direction from you. So I looked to go
Yeah.
see over at Mathis if they had hay. Where's over there that I can get hay? Hay.
He gets it from Beeville.
Oh, okay. Round bales or
So-
square? I
He
do
gets square bales.
Good, because I can't do a round bale.
Okay, well, I'm trying to get somebody to do my my 3 acres. The last guy he did round bales.
Yeah.
And I let him do it. You know, I let him do all my 3 acres and
Yeah.
keep the bales.
You just got your grass mowed.
Well, I haven't done those
It
3
works out.
acres in a long while.
Yeah. Well,
And it's up there.
Let's don't talk about mowing 3 acres right now, Joe. No, I'm still pushing the mower, buddy. I'm telling you, this is killing me. Anyway.
Oh, you haven't got the right arm working.
No.
You haven't got.
Neither one of them yet.
Oh, what?
I don't know. I was thinking about
dear.
going down there and shooting both of them. Anyway, Samantha Force 691, thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel, baby. We appreciate it. Welcome to the family. Come around 3 times a week. We're sitting right here having a family meeting. Anyway, them credits been going by
We're
for
up
a
to
while.
96.
I guess we're up to 96. 4 more freaking likes. Somebody out there, 4 more people. Come on. Hit that button, like button.
Yeah.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Oh, Leanna.
John Brudeval.
Leanna, you. John,
Huh.
tell her off. Leanna is going crazy.
And she did it, gun.
Leanna Geyer.
How'd you know it before I did?
Leanna. I don't know,
look
mate,
at
but I've
her,
just
look
seen her
at
pop
her.
up.
Darling, I really do hope you're in that kind of position that bought you. It scares me. It scares me. I appreciate it
Yes,
tremendously,
me
but
too.
it does scare me. But I do. I hope that you're in that place.
What a lovely,
That-
what a lovely person.
She is, definitely. As
All
is,
those
as is
people that
everybody.
donate.
It's not,
Yes,
you know,
they're all great. They
Every
are
one
all
of 'em.
people in the same position as us. We're all battlers. We all live day by day, week by week, or month by month.
Well-
But we're not wealthy people.
no,
They are great
no.
people that donate.
Are you
Thank
shitting
you.
me? No, none of us are wealthy people.
We're all
But
battlers.
Leanna
We're all battlers.
Geyer just came in with another $20 donation and said, fuck the stalkers. I ain't saying that. Fuck the stalkers and for Jenny. Thank you very much, Leanna. I so appreciate y'all. Really, every one of you that donated to this show. You don't know how much it means to me. It really does. I don't like
What
to harp
state
on that.
is Leanna from?
I just like to make
What
sure that
state?
everybody knows that when it is wholeheartedly, graciously.
What
Anyway.
state is Leanna Geyer from? John,
don't
what
know.
state is Leanna Geyer
Leanna,
from?
where are you from? What state are you in, baby?
Please let us know in the chat. Yeah.
Let the sun
Let us know in the chat.
shine through. Huh?
But I'd just like to. There, she's from Tennessee. There you go.
How are you seeing it before me?
I don't know, John. I just see it in my
Well,
head.
shit.
It's coming in my head. I
Just,
just see these
I
visions.
see. You're clairvoyant. There you go.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
I got family in Tennessee.
Clairvoyant, another word for
I
that
love
is I'm a
Tennessee.
rip-off.
Tennessee is gorgeous. I loved it when I was out there in the out in Knoxville area. As a matter of fact, I wear a T-shirt sometimes from the Cross-Eyed Cricket, one of the best places when you're RVing I ever stayed at. It's closed now, but yeah, I just it's very quintessential Americana. I love it. I've been to, I had the
How's
opportunity to visit
Tennessee,
a lot
John?
of states. How is Tennessee?
How's in the way of the colour, blue, red,
Oh, it's a
leaning
red
blue,
state.
leaning
It's
red?
a red state. It is. We have
I
a
thought
lot
it
of
was
blue
red,
dots in
but-
Tennessee. We do, but on the color scale, yeah, it's a red state. Texas is a red
Okay.
state.
For
But
the
lo and
moment.
behold, here I am.
For the
Yeah.
moment, a few days and you'll see.
That's right. We're going to fix
Yeah.
that shit. And, oh, man, I am. And thank you, Bernadette Pree, for sending. She does things to keep my spirits up. And she sent me Michael Moore's Blue Tsunami thing that he puts out every day, a blog. And, yeah, it was. I love it. Raised my spirits up and got me, pumped up again because, hey, it's my job to get my fucking pom-poms and come out here and be a cheerleader. Baby, I want to thank everybody for coming in here and joining us tonight and joining the conversation, not only here in the room, but in that chat that goes on in the chat between. And I was worried because I've seen a lot of YouTube, but not that many Facebook, and it concerns me because
98.
sometimes 98, 2 more, baby. 2 more by the time I rattle my mouth and get out the door. Maybe we'll hit $100. I mean, 100 thumbs.
Oh, we got him. We got him. We got him.
We got him. There you go. Outstanding. Thank you, Dave, for being the cheerleader for our thumbs up. We appreciate it tremendously.
I love it.
Oh, what I was saying is
it.
nowadays I can say John Bernavo on Facebook and on Tribal now. So I finally got my thing. I had Tribal on there for a long time. I hadn't been able to. John has a difficulty with. I want to get a hammer out and punch some things. Anyway, I finally got it done today, and I got my thing on there. But I tried to post a video up there, but it wouldn't let me. So I don't know if Tribal lets you do videos. I don't know. But I'll start posting on there. So anywhere we can get the voice out, baby, that we can motivate people to get out and vote. And not only that, like I said, after this Tuesday, baby. What do they say? Put your working clothes on and pull your hat down tight, baby. Because the ride's not over. It's going to be a battle. But it's all leading up to the big showdown next, 2 years. 24, baby. It's the direction this country is going to go in the next 6. It's going to be determined in this election. So everybody just put the best vibes you can. Let's get all our good energy going, and we're going to win this thing, baby. I know we are. Anyway.
Hunker down, battle down.
Hunker down, baby. Hunker down.
Right.
Everybody on the line. Nobody in the bunker, baby. Nobody in the bunker. Everybody on the line. That's how we take it. Anyway, Joe.
That's the hat.
Thank you for coming in, Joe. We appreciate it tremendously.
Yes, sir.
And I'll be seeing you soon. As a matter of fact,
Oh, you will.
yeah, I'm going to be dropping something off at your house.
Oh, well,
I'm going to drop something off. You have to finish it.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. But you
I'll
can
get
you
it
can
done.
save it for the next time you're doing your thing.
I'll get it done.
Y'all would not believe how good this man can barbecue. I'm just saying. But Joe, we appreciate you coming by and joining the conversation, brother. Thank you.
You bet you, my friend.
All right. And Aussie Dave, as always, we appreciate your voice in here.
Thanks, mate. Get out and vote, guys. Make a statement. Let these pricks know that you won't be pushed around and bullied.
That's it, baby.
103 thumbs up. Thank you very much.
There you go.
achieved a great thing.
Thank you, Dave. And
Good luck,
Anybody
America.
need a ride? Just say so.
yeah, really. Well, I don't think any of my neighbors asking me for our anyway. David, thank you for being here, brother. We appreciate it.
Always a pleasure.
Oh man, for us, anytime you come in, it's our pleasure.
Yep.
Thank you for being here. And again, to our Blue Dot family on YouTube, on Facebook, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this. Come back on Tuesday, baby, because we're going to be live, and we're all going to experience the fun together. It'll be a hoot. Anyway, y'all take care of yourself. Y'all say goodnight.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Y'all take care of yourself.
Good night.
Put a smile on your face, baby. Make somebody else smile. It'll make them fuck them up. It'll make you wonder what they're doing.